Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am CCP Aurora, joined here by Brett Thomas, here for the first match of the second weekend of the Alliance Open. Uh, on the Lollipop side, we have a very varied comp with a faction Navy Tempest, or Neros, two Navy Brutixes, two Veedmax, Magus, Vipple, and two Skybreakers. It's just about as random as their bands. Brett Thomas, what does the blue team have?
Dockworkers have brought Nighthawks and triple Lokis. So this is a comp we've seen previously with the Lokis having high webs. I have checked out the Nighthawks and I can confirm their ham fit. So they do a lot of damage. They just don't apply very well. So the Lokis with the high webs are going to be able to lock everything down. They've got a Bifrost for links, two Jackdaws for small damage, and two Scalpels for reps. We
And
see
as the match gets underway here, we can see the red team is burning back. They clearly don't want to be within range of the blue team, who is all rushing in. That blue team is likely ham fit. They're going to do a lot of damage at close range, so it's up to the red team to utilize their range to their advantage and keep them at arm's length. However, we don't see much in the way of screening going on from those Skybreakers.
Yeah, we're seeing all of the Nighthawks burn completely in and try and lock down a Brutix. The Loki of Alazar is getting shot, but those Scalpels are managing to keep it alive. So they're swapping damage between both the Loki and the Jackdaw and trying to split it. We're seeing one of these Brutix get scrammed, double webbed, it's just dropping in speed and it's now taking damage, but now they've swapped to Pilnichi, who's the captain of that team. His Brutix is getting real slow and he's taking a lot of damage now.
Oh, he is chunking through armor incredibly fast. There's probably some ECM drones on that are narrow, so I wonder if he's no, actually, it doesn't look like he's jammed out at all. That Navy Brutix is going to go down incredibly quickly, and we'll probably see Burninator in the second Brutix following him here soon.
Yeah, we've just saw all the ECM drones that were on the Oneros drop off as that Navy Brutix died. So it looked like all the ECM drones were from that Navy Brutix that was there. The other one is now taking a lot of damage. It's going down into about 1/3 armor now. They still haven't broke through a Loki, even though they're trying to chunk through it. It looks like the Scalpels just have too much rep power, and the Lollipops team just can't break through anything.
No, this is not looking good for the Lollipops team. Unfortunately, they have lost two of their core ships. Those Navy Brutixes are decently high in points, and with them off the field, they are going to fall quickly. We're seeing now a Veedmac also tackled down, taking a similar beating. It's already into half armor and falling, and on the blue side, we only have a Loki in half shield, still sitting pretty comfortably. We're seeing reps come on from his Scalpel friends, and he'll probably hold for quite a while longer. I think at this point, it's looking like a pretty much guaranteed win for the Dockworkers side.
Yeah, they've just got too much of an advantage and they're a bit too far ahead. The one thing we are seeing, I believe, is fireworks being fired off by the Lollipops team on those chat bakers, I believe. Instead of fitting the highs, which don't have very good application for small drones, on the small ships, they're firing those fireworks just to rub the extra salt in the wound.
Well, the fireworks definitely do have some of the easiest fitting of any module, so they're never an incorrect choice. Uh, with this, we're seeing damage on both the Oneros and the Faction Tempest and the Swiffle from the Dockworkers side, so it looks like at this point they're almost just free firing, trying to see shooting whatever's closest to them, slowly punching through. I don't think at this point with the Navy Brutixes and both Feedmax down, they're at any risk of actually losing anyone at this point in the match, unless somebody just really screws up and runs into that boundary.
Yeah, what we're seeing is we're seeing a lot of the small ships, like the Bifrost, one of the Lokis, and one of the Nighthawk, are just keeping the Oneros locked down, where all of the rest of the Lokis, the Jackdaws, and the last Nighthawk are just going ham on that Tempest and trying to keep it away from its Oneros, hopefully to lower the amount of reps it gets.
It always feels kind of bad at this point in the match to look at that attack and control bar and just see them just so far behind. Unfortunately, this will probably be a 100-0 matchup in this case. This Nighthawk Loki comp that we've seen several times now in this tournament has almost caught me a little bit by surprise at just how favored it's looking. The Nighthawk, with its recent buffs, has just become kind of a powerhouse in terms of being able to tank a ton of damage and dish out damage in equal number.
Yeah, with the heavy assault missiles on the Nighthawks and the heavy missiles on the Lokis, it does a lot of damage to larger ships and slow ships. And especially because those Lokis have triple webs, they synergize extremely well. I do not believe we have yet to see this double Nighthawk triple Loki go against something like a triple battleship comp. But if it does, I'm excited to see which DPS race works.
Me too. It'll be really fascinating to see that. The Nighthawks and Lokis actually have an advantage in terms of application. So if they're up against something that's really big, expecting a second battleship comp, they're going to have a bit of an advantage on that side because they have equivalent DPS to some of these battleship core comps that we've seen. But then they're just going to have a large advantage in terms of being able to reduce so much of that incoming damage purely due to their smaller SIG. I just want to say I really like the Stockworkers team. Not only does it have a core of just really big damaging ships that are kind of hard to apply to with an amazing tank, but it also uses those jackdaws on the back line to make sure that they can always get into position as those jackdaws are easily able to sweep any tackle on the field out of their way. And with that, we just saw the last Lollipops ship go down, and that is the end of the match 100-0 in favor of Dockworkers.